Buh. Hello, chat. Oh no, I'm not getting a recording at all. Please tell me you didn't pop up on the other screen. You did, you motherfucker. Why is it not? Why is it not recording?
And front-handed by Rue continuously.
There we go.
And it was quite brutal. But it won't happen again.
I
could. I mean, I hope not.
I'm so tired, chat.
What the fuck? When did you get here? See you later.
I'm so tired, chat. How are you all doing? At least we have an easy day today. We got an easy day, chat. Hello, welcome on back, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Cape Blue. Hello, Stat. Hello, Code. Hi, Black Wolf. Phase. Hello. Oh my gosh. Have a wonderful stream tonight, Shuggy. Thank you so much, Stat. Congratulations on the 20 stream streak, Cape Blue. God damn. You should ready. I am exhausted. I'm ready for some pool. Yeah, I might take more breaks. More than likely, what'll happen is if my headset starts freaking out and starts dying like a lot, I might end the stream early and I might end session early because like I can't do it. I can't.
Hang on. Hang the fuck on. Listen here, when you get over here to the States, we're gonna have a talk about that, what you just said. I'm gonna take you bowling and I'm not gonna go easy on you.
But it's
Don't go easy on him. Don't go easy on him. Make him cry.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah!
Yeah! Why you give him permission? What's that for? USA. Unbelievable.
You need the end, Shiggy. It's totally understandable. Thank you. I'm gonna try and stay as strong as I possibly can, but I cannot guarantee anything.
These guys or something, right? That's what you do, right?
Oh, I worked so hard today. Like, right before this session started, about an hour ago, I was doing recording your Eden Lost for the opening.
RP cards are up in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Oh, I don't have my music on. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good morning.
Oh, this is nice.
What was that now?
Huh?
What was that?
Oh. Me and Mira decoded the message.
What? Oh, that.
Oh.
That one.
Yeah, the one that was in my bag.
Big hugs and big pats. That sounds amazing. Oh, I just want to lay here for the rest of the session.
I understand that I tried my best. I shouldn't blame myself. My team set me up to fail. Learn to not underestimate my enemies, continue to practice, and because I'd be coded message it says that I'm already resourceful. You'll get better.
Okay, so you can narrow that down to a candidate somewhere. That's for sure.
Oh.
Someone you know sent that. And the likelihood is it was sent by a candidate or someone who knows you.
But that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is, but you know, I mean, in the end, I suppose it's whether you want to uncover them, you know?
Morning, Marcus.
Morning.
Morning, Isaac.
Ready to
It
face
was a
another
very
day?
arrogant way of doing it.
Oh.
I mean, most people
You know
nowadays, I mean, a lot of the candidates here will just go and talk to your face rather than doing a cryptographic method.
My name is Scarlett. Scarlett Lilitu. It's nice to meet you.
Morning.
Good morning, Scout. We'll see you downstairs.
Yes, it's the right one.
I had to double check just in case. Just in case.
I decided not to put on my jammies today because I was very tired and I was like, yo, I can't fucking RP taking on and off clothes right now. I'm so exhausted. Oh, my thighs. My thighs, Lord. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord.
Maybe they might have more free cookies.
That'd be great.
I'll make something quick and then I'll go and do my hair. Morning.
Morning.
Where are you from?
Hello.
Long as I don't take long.
Good morning.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, James. Good morning. Good morning.
Well, I was born in Silk, but moved to Tanavan.
Woody's here.
Huh. Talk to Dickory. Dickory's looking for someone from Sylph. Or at least, I don't know how much you know about Sylph, but...
I don't know really.
Well, then you know the customs, at the very least, and I'm pretty sure Dickory's interested
Totally
in
understand
that.
if you're comfortable. Yeah, thank you for the hip hat. Hip hat, hip hat, hip hat.
Go ahead, go
Hip
for
hat, hip
a
hat,
visit
hip
at
hat.
some point.
I need to fix Scarlett's buttons. They're like flying off of her jacket. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Boobies. Hee hee.
Maybe she's down here, you never know.
Baby.
Good morning, Paz.
Good morning.
Good morning.
One pleasant morning, Noble.
How are you?
Pardon me.
So
Morning.
far, so good.
It's good to hear.
And yourself?
I am okay. Getting over the cold.
Seems like a few of us caught that thing.
Morning, Professor.
I don't know what it is, unfortunately.
You're young. You get over it faster than I do.
Good morning, professors.
Good morning. Good morning.
For the type of tea? The flavor of tea?
Well, just in general, it seemed to find lots of amazing tea bags.
Yes, I'm usually a man that likes loose leaf. But I will get what I can.
I'm gonna celebrate that by not having a raw onion. Like your tea.
Why don't you grab yourself something to eat there, you know?
Perhaps.
Hi, Bailey.
What do you like to eat?
They decided to be quirky about it.
Morning,
Alright,
Scarlett.
so they're a coward.
Got it.
Good morning.
I understand.
How you feeling?
There'll be consequences.
Sick.
I
got
Who's a coward?
Well, a coded letter.
Somebody writing a message
You
to
alright?
people here.
I'm just gonna work my magic.
Oh,
basically saying I didn't.
Today should be nice and calm.
They
Have a pool party later, so it'll be all exciting and that.
that my team failed me. And to not underestimate my enemies.
Yeah.
So did they say anything in there? Did they say anything in the letter about like specifics, or was it just sort of vague? People failed you. People fucked up.
I should get whacked too now.
Well, I can read the whole letter, but I don't want to do it whilst we're in the kitchen. When,
Sure,
Yeah, you're fine.
Another time.
At the end of the day,
I hope no one's going to notice that Scarlett's just eating a fucking leek. Leeks are delicious, by the way, chat. If you ever had them, they're so good.
Then it's just somebody sending out random
Morning,
hate
Scarlett.
mail that
That's probably
is technically in the town somewhere.
Yes.
If not, they're just kind of bad.
It's probably likely one of us, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Deduction-wise.
Make a large batch of it.
We don't need this morning. Do you believe any of it?
Iced tea.
Morning, Arlo. Well, it says I'm resourceful if I'm not.
I have a tomato.
Alright, so that's true.
What are you gonna do with it?
Strange after you heat it up again.
I don't think the team failed, considering we managed to kill it. So.
Wait a
You
minute.
just
we might
eat a
be
tomato straight.
It's hard to
Tomato, I mean.
It's hard to fail a test. You
Some
put
sort of
the air
battery
for.
powered.
I also ate a leek straight too.
So you.
Are you not gonna like make something rather than just
Think about
eating
this.
straight vegetation?
Sure, he'll love that idea.
Something nice, delicious.
Probably.
Screw you.
Happy excited about that.
I'm taking that as a no.
pretty well.
Right.
He likes to snack.
Yes.
Come again?
I'll grab a potato next.
There's just
I
something
swear.
about the optimism.
Professor.
Love that. What?
Okay.
Oh.
Delivery.
Alright, I've got to. What's happening there?
Thank you, Dickory. Appreciate it as
Of
usual.
course.
Is she cooking?
More Dickory.
More than likely.
Good morning. Oh, the bakery is giving out free personal cakes.
Oh, it's lovely.
Cakes.
Oh, by the way, have a chat with Opal.
Sweet, then.
You get a
some other
chance.
time.
Yeah, no, I can. Wait.
Hello?
I'll fix that later.
We're talking over the table.
We should try putting sugar in it sometime.
I had a quick flavor name for it.
All right, you two better be ready for the best egg you've
It does
ever
taste like
had in
shite.
your life. I'm telling you.
Did you eat, I'm guessing it's gone already, isn't it? So I'm guessing you ate it the entire thing. That was quick.
Is, I think, worth the taste.
Are you gonna eat anything else? Like, maybe some cereal, at least? Toast?
Sauce? Did you say sauce?
Toast. I said toast.
Yes, I'm going to go into the fridge and grab sauce and start downing sauce.
No, Scarlett, I'm asking if you're gonna have toast, not sauce.
I'm going to just devour the entirety of our sauce compound.
Maybe on something.
What? I heard him say
What's
sauce
in God's name?
instead of something else. He told
Toast.
me
I
to
said
go
toast.
some sauce.
I believe he's apathy clinic.
Oh my god.
What kind of sauce?
I don't. I didn't say sauce. I said toast. I mean, you got ketchup if you want, I suppose.
I only put salt and pepper on.
Morning, hello.
Good morning.
Can cook.
Yeah.
So good to see you.
I used to cook for my brother and mom and dad often. They would always be really busy in the morning, so I'd make breakfast for them.
It'd be nice to have one day
That's lovely.
catastrophic injury.
I just finished making an omelet for Talia. I can make you one.
Really? I just finished eating a
Yeah.
whole raw
Mind if
tomato.
Get in there as well?
Yeah.
I love that.
Do you guys have a preference for vegetables or anything, or just whatever?
Surprise me.
Throw it in.
Alright, I'm just gonna make the same as Talia then, because I already have the ingredients.
Right, I got that part. What was the part you said after?
It was nothing. Try it. Listen, try it. I'm being serious. Apparently it's good. It is good.
Not bad.
Alright.
I only know how to make bread.
What you got there?
I believe they were trying to say if they had
Do you
to
know-
score their eggs, it would be a 20.
You know Acme, but you don't know how to cook.
10? That's
Yeah.
high. That's up there. You did good.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Well
pretty
done.
good.
That feels like a pretty
Yeah.
close.
So now you're
Oh, yeah,
going
those eggs
making
are good.
eggs for all of us every day, right?
Like,
My mom wouldn't let me cook because I'd always end up
I might have
making something
performance
that's
anxiety. I don't know if I can really do that sort of thing.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
wait, what? How'd you do that?
Have we?
I have.
I know you.
I may have used some
guess I'll have
alchemy
a chance.
ingredients.
Here we go.
Yeah.
One omelet each.
Oh.
It's just got onion, salt, and pepper, some bacon, and eggs.
I might have to
Oh,
hold you
it
to this.
Thank you,
smells
Arlo.
heavenly,
Much
Arlo.
appreciated.
It's weird to think
What did you
that
enjoy?
we don't have a keeper on day to day. We're just sort of...
But do we have class?
I don't know.
I don't know. Less on your shoulders. Or maybe
I guess we wait to hear.
This is the glory of a good breakfast
I feel
in
like
the
this is
morning.
one of those, I don't want to ask because I don't want the
Most
answer
important
to be
meal of the day, that's what they
anything
say.
other than no.
if you're just making it, I swing by and I ask. Or
Yeah.
would you ring me, like, the night before
It's like
to-
asking the professors if we have homework after they haven't said that we have
Probably in the
homework,
moment.
and then they assign homework
You
because
let
we
it
have.
slide.
Okay, but there's a difference between like reminding them and them being like, "Oh yeah, you totally have homework," and
Well,
"Oh,
you know what?
now that
I'll
you
keep
mention
that
it,
in
we
mind.
could have class." Like that's a whole other thing they have to set up.
Well done.
Not really.
Moving you over with the
You
others.
look at our professors and tell me
Rights
they
are
would
that
do
if you
it.
don't decide to try to fight back, we won't proceed to hurt you. So do as you're fucking told, and you'll come out of this fine. Don't cuff
We
me.
find a cool teacher. That's them.
Wednesday on your back.
You are under arrest for forgery of documents and espionage. Any statements made will be used against you in the tribunal. You are entitled to counsel if you do not have counsel.
Would definitely said it less
One
than
will be
1 second.
appointed for
If
you.
there is not a lesson today, he will set
On
one
your
up.
feet.
Wait, what?
Proceed to the train station. We will get him to the nearest prison.
No means.
Please, big guy, give me an excuse to swing on you.
What just
I literally
happened?
just happened to glance over and saw that happen. What the hell?
What just
I
happened?
don't know.
That's
my
Just
roommate.
got arrested.
It was.
What did your roommate do?
Are you doing
Did they
drugs?
I
say
have
a
no idea.
reason?
Something about espionage?
Apparently, something about forgery.
Easy, no? Easy.
I don't think it was espionage. He said he was under arrest for false papers, something
Forgery
like that.
and espionage.
Espionage. Yeah. So before anybody starts going after Arlo,
What did I miss? Wait.
I think he fucking deserves it from the sound of it.
For those who missed it, Arlo was just taken away by the military with the permission of the Council from Reinhold for espionage and forgery of documents.
How do you prove forgery?
The council, like
Fake documentation. There are ways to prove it.
Find the
Trust me.
documents. Yeah.
Enough?
Wait,
I'm sure we'll get
Which
to talking
does,
to you about
if it's
that shortly.
accurate, could make sense if he's supposed to be
I
some
mean, if
plant
he's a
from
spy,
Edmund or
then
another
he's a
city.
spy.
If that's actually where he's from.
We sort
Yeah,
of
that's how this
were
works.
warned about a bunch of things.
So for the
we
meantime, let the military do its job.
I really hope that's wrong.
We'll see what happens.
But a spy
I
for
guess so.
forged himself to be a warden.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
mean,
nice,
to get
but
into this.
In-
I mean,
into-
a warden actually, sure, but
What would I know?
To get into it in the ranks, learn what you can, and then you leave.
Wait, but if he's
Spy.
spying, who is he spying
Spy
on?
work.
I get it. But just I don't understand
that's
why
part two to
someone
the
wants to
question,
spy.
ain't it?
I mean, we're
Well,
Really bad answers to that.
we fight magic.
It's hard to tell what if this is accurate. It's hard to tell what his goal was.
Good morning,
because it's still so
everybody.
early. The one thing that comes to mind is Magic Steel.
Good morning.
Good God. Good morning, Bailey. Jesus Christ. I need a fucking egg now.
If you could acquire Magic Steel and bring it back to get it looked at, hey,
That's certainly
get it up in her hand
foreboding
in that
way to start
regard.
today. Maybe the principal will have more information.
But again, we don't know who they're working for.
I'm sure we'll be getting some kind of explanation.
Just
Do you
I'm
also have to muster
misunderstanding.
today on the blacktop, or is today kind of a free day for you all?
Not sure.
Yeah, we're still trying to
figure that one out, but at the same time not accidentally
Yeah, welcome back, Ro.
So imagine we'll be called to the blacktop all the same.
Yeah, I think at this place we're going to be called something going to be explained to us. We're probably going to receive some vaguely threatening language about the severity of, you know, espionage and forgeries. If anyone's got that bug up our ass at any point.
Goodness.
Which, you know, that's fair. That's fair.
We'll see.
Not gonna begrudge that.
If he's guilty, though, we're not seeing him again.
Break day.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
What do you think they do to
It's a pretty
him?
good example of
Scarlett, I don't know how they do it in Reinhold, but in Ottenheim, espionage is punished by death.
Yeah, it's usually not great. I don't know about Reinhold.
Mainly
but, yeah.
because most people who would try to get in are from the Raiden League.
Simply
So there's no reason to send him back. Just get rid of him.
That's all.
That's just how it was.
Huh?
And if this is being approved by the council itself in Reinhold, they must have some actual ground to stand on.
I understand the wardens are like the one group that nobody should really be trying to mess with, even if they're not a big fan of them. Even having neutral relations is the best way.
I'm not sure what we're authorized to speak about, but my understanding is that it's no longer very simple.
There's been a lot happening. A lot of outside entities trying to stick their fingers inside of the wardens.
You can't be that bad of a person.
Especially because we're the best, apparently. We're the most promising.
I don't know.
There's a
Well, the role you guys
reason
perform
behind
is one of a
everything.
kind in a way.
You know, I mean,
I'm
it
sure
could
you
be
have other groups and stuff like that that can do certain
a better
jobs
life,
on a micro scale.
or it
You
could
guys
be
are like
the complete
special forces
opposite,
unit
you
by
know?
comparison. I guess is the best.
Gotta be able to fit in.
Yeah.
I found another use for these.
I don't know. We
Get
might
that
not
just
ever know.
fine.
No, it's probably better if we don't know.
Felix, anyway. I think he's on campus.
It's too early to tell.
Actually,
He's
you
far
mind if I
more
come with?
important
I might
than-
as well go bring this up with
Yeah,
Reginald.
absolutely. It'd be very awkward if we were heading in the same direction and going
Go ahead.
separately.
Okay, we're gonna bump into each other for a minute.
You go
You
that
go
way.
that way.
I'm going this
okay.
way.
Okay.
Go, Ru.
Sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, now these have no pepper.
I
did put pepper on him, you dumb bitch!
I don't want someone like him to get hurt.
It's fine. I'm sure it's
I
fine,
agree,
dear.
but I'm not. We just don't know, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
The bakery's sharing free cake today.
Oh.
Okay.
Right, that's today.
Thank you,
You can
Will.
customize them too.
No problem.
Yeah, it's to celebrate for us, Marcus.
It's
Alright,
for
cool.
us, you know, for our exams. Basically, for good luck.
Oh, great. Here's some cake
Yeah,
before
good
you
luck
get
for next
absolutely
week.
fucked next week.
Yeah,
I think we deserve it.
At least you guys, I'm on academic probation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always got to be a catch to taking a week off, huh?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, Braggy can do it.
I'm slap the shit out of you.
I'm not bragging.
I'd be happy if you did it and he didn't.
Very good, Miss Nocte.
By the way, before we do anything like class-wise, I'm gonna head down to the and you'll see profits.
Parties outside of even Reinhold. Hard to pin.
Candidates and instructors, please report to the blacktop for morning assembly. Candidates and instructors, please report to the blacktop for morning assembly.
Well, here we go.
Joy.
Morning, Felix.
I see.
Yes, morning.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Let's go.
Let's just make our way to the
Yeah, you want some of your
blacktop. No
coffee?
need to cause a stir in the plaza here.
You want some of my coffee?
Alright.
It is technically faster. I'm gonna put this away. I can't finish it.
Hi, Theodore.
Morning, Evan.
Morning, Evan.
Actually, had time for a breakfast this morning. He's got to be walking around here somewhere. Morning, Kim. Morning. How you doing this morning? Oh, by what? If I may ask.
What? Fucking almost murdered me, running over me like that.
What?
Damn, he almost ran me over.
I'll let him
Big
know.
thing.
Just fascinating.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Yeah. It's that sort of
Wait,
thing is
Drew?
rather heavy.
Hi.
Hey! Nice to see you
Hi.
again.
Good to see you too.
I spend too much time at the blacktop or in the garage engineering room. Oh. Hi, Mira. Get some cardio in. Might as well.
Good time in the morning for it.
We're running laps earlier. We actually just finished a couple before deciding to get some food and such. Oh.
He does give them out as punishments.
You can
I
have
have
a
been
lot of
performing the laps daily.
Announcements start to wake up Denali.
I don't know, just keep us
Wake
out.
up, but she. Oh.
That's true.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, those are.
Understood. Pleasure sleep.
the general
Come on
about
over here, fuck you.
Pesky.
the
That's the
principal
game,
change, I
Marcus.
guess.
I ain't, fuck you.
Roger,
Look
so
at that.
okay,
Wait,
so
here we go.
no,
Oh, what's that? Two more,
Yeah.
bitch. Shut up.
That's unlikely.
I think
Impressive.
Danny and Leon are still in.
She forgot her jacket this morning.
That happens a lot.
Chirpy this morning, are we? What?
Chirpy this morning.
I'm
A little.
used
that
to
what we're
it.
calling
And the
it?
next morning. One after that, probably. Unfortunately.
In the morning after. In the morning
The
after.
chubby
you
fool.
Yeah, in the morning.
Yet to work off some of that energy of yours?
I could.
It's not gonna go away. It's a terminal problem.
Perhaps
Morning.
A few more laps in the morning for you then.
How'd you sleep?
Maybe.
Do you want me to join you,
I
Blackstone?
can't complain.
one eye to another. Why
So a
not?
little bit sick.
Oh?
I'm feeling froggy.
Good morning.
Sorry to hear.
It's okay. I'm doing better
Don't tell him
now.
I've been wanting to work out more anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're looking a bit flabby.
Oh,
It's good to see you.
I have words for you after
Same
this.
for you.
When I'm not in proximity of people who will punish me with more laps. Ooh, I can't even say that.
You got him.
Truly, your life is suffering in this moment.
I'm good at
That's
that.
right.
Damn, you are chirpy.
A whole word. That's just
Listen, I'm awake. I'm in a good mood.
Sweet
Let me
tooth.
have that.
Weren't you always in a good mood?
No.
I was about to say, have you met this man? This man can
The thing
fit
is, he
so much.
says a lot of words.
I do.
Ah.
Yeah. I've got the time.
He could fit so much snark in him.
Snarky.
Maybe I'll have to start writing through too.
Mm-hmm.
Biting my tongue really hard right now, Felix.
Yeah,
I
we
want
could
you to
send
know
a
that.
letter together.
Well, don't do that. That's painful.
That'd be nice.
Oh.
I don't think I have good handwriting.
Interesting. Did you say something?
It's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Getting migraines.
No. It's fine. I left my hat back there.
Oh, okay.
Candidates, eyes front. As I'm sure no doubt many of you are already aware, candidate Sarkis has been arrested on charges of forgery and espionage. He's being taken to Reinhold for tribunal. We will find out the truth of the matter after an investigation conducted by the instructors, as well as assisted by some of the fellow candidates. We determined that candidate Sarkis entered the academy with a fake transcript from Edmund. He's in fact not from Edmund, it is in fact from Greedon. It is unknown what information he has taken, whether it be your information or the academy's information, but will be seen that the truth is brought forth to light. In addition, candidate Brave had unfortunate circumstances and had to return to their home. Though fortunate, candidate Rue has returned and will be refilling their position, while albeit on academic probation. Look forward to seeing your performance, candidate Rue. You'll be having a class with me in the classroom today. Afterwards, you will be free for the rest of the day. We'll meet here after... Actually, it might make more sense to do this. After the class, we will have a 10-minute recess on the blacktop for you all to discuss plans and select your Warden General.
Warden General!
So once we have finished class, we will reconvene on the blacktop, and then we will begin the selection process for Warden General. Are there any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Not for me.
Right.
No, sir.
No, sure.
A candidate who likes walking around out of line.
That's me.
You'll be given 5 laps during that time period.
Understood.
Everyone, please head up to the classroom.
Yes, sir.
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 Weird.
You know, I suddenly missed Blackstone. I don't know where he could have gone.
Him being so talkative stole him from the world. We've been given a moment's reprieve.
Is it
Do
the
not
really
grow
reprieve?
accustomed to it. He'll be back. He always comes back.
Any kind of illegal organization will pay
Arlo.
I would not disagree.
Yeah.
Uh.
Well, the ears. Well, I mean, that's not the dog ears.
Oh, the dog?
Stay safe.
Yeah, he was nice.
Thank you.
Have fun.
The brown dog.
Don't forget breakfast. Wait, breakfast time's over. Don't forget lunch.
It's too late for that.
Don't forget the toilet.
Forget the toilet. That's the worst one. That's a good guy back. I heard the other 2 dogs. Pretty good.
Asher is here too.
Probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't call him that.
I don't know, but like in my squad, there was another 2 dogs, and they're missing.
I'll say. Some of them took some pretty heavy blows.
True.
Enough that the week's time isn't enough.
Hey, Felix, got a really bad headache just now. What the fuck did I miss?
Do you know about what happened to Orlo?
Yeah, I know about that. I'm aware of that. I watched it happen.
Morning, Savvy.
Also, Rue's here again.
Morning. Yeah, I know that too. Oh, I swear to God. No, you. How dare you?
Hi.
Asking about the.
I'm kidding.
Welcome to the front.
Nice feeling to see.
By way of finders keepers. Why would I never? Why would I do such a thing?
We are, for the final, we are electing one of our classmates to basically be the general to look over us. I think most of us have kind of come to a decision already.
So,
Okay. I guess.
real quick.
I know who I'm
on
picking.
how the eyesight does or doesn't.
Yeah, who
come
you
back.
picking?
You and I are going to be doing some.
No, joking.
Oh, I knew it.
He eats the chip. Nom nom nom.
Capital
Make
choice.
sure you're not at a disadvantage or anything. I got you.
Capitalism.
Morning, Savvy. Morning.
They seem to be down today.
Good morning, candidates. We'll begin class. I will ask that everyone please do speak up so other candidates can hear you when we are doing ask and answer sections, because we will be doing a lot of that today. This lesson is one that we would typically hold until Reinhold, but given recent events, including the events of this morning, I felt it pertinent to speed up the time in which we have this discussion. As wardens, your goals typically don't involve the politics of the council and the cities and the nations. But unfortunately, in today's time and era, we find ourselves stuck between a number of politics we wish not be involved with. The best way to navigate that is to understand who it is we are dealing with and what their stances are in the World of Eden. This is what this class is for. There are 5 unions that exist across our migration path. Can anyone name one for me? Dickory.
The ICC.
The ICC is one, indeed. Can anyone tell me what the ICC, which city runs the ICC? Blackstone, you should know this fairly well. And does anyone know what the ICC's general goal is, or at least stated goal? Hickory?
Its focus is on industry.
Correct. The ICC is one of the more recent federations to come out. Fortis, being a powerhouse city for many generations, was originally a free city until roughly 70 or so years ago. The formation of the ICC allowed for them to bring in a number of other free cities, ones that focused on mining, trade, development, and industry. And such, the ICC has become a global powerhouse when it comes to trade and development. As many of you well know, our very own Maxim Agreement does often do trade with the ICC and has fairly good relations. Moving to the Maxim Agreement, can anyone tell me which cities lead the Maxim Agreement? Bailey, I saw your hand come up.
Yeah, I think Reinhold was one of them. I'm really not sure. I kind of raised my hand too early.
That is correct. Reinhold is where the seat of the Maxim Agreement's council chambers are. Isaac.
Edmund is another one.
Edmund is another one. Mel, I see your hand up for a while.
Argus.
Argus is the other. There are a number of cities within the Maxim Agreement, but Reinhold, Edmund, and Argus are the three Academy cities, and make up the most power and influence within the Maxim Agreement. The three cities are about level in influence, and share a fairly healthy, though waning balance with one another. Can anyone name another union, federation that exists? I saw your hand go up first, Lunali.
The Raiden League.
That is correct. What does anyone know about the Raiden League? Any hands? Your hand go up first, Diggory.
They are known to target failing cities and salvage from them what they can to reinforce the cities of the League.
They are often referred to as raiders, correct. The culture of the Raiden League is something of an enigma to much of the rest of the Migration Pact. While they are not exactly elusive, like those from, say, the Azalea Accord, they are so aggressive in some regards to as make it hard for us to find out exactly what their goals are. Now, it has not been claimed that the Raiden League has officially destroyed any city, but it has been claimed that they have been at least tangentially involved in the downfall of cities in their area. As Dickory stated, salvaging of some of those fallen cities to benefit themselves. Does anyone know any cities that are involved in the Raiden League? True.
Bethella.
Bethella is a recent addition. Within the last year, shortly after the fall of Braden. Does anyone know any core cities of the Raiden League? Theo.
Raiden.
That is correct. The core city of Raiden, which is perhaps the most elusive of the cities, is the leader of the League, with their great High King, whose name is not provided further than the city that he runs of Raiden. Another city that is well known is the city of Greedon, which is oftentimes seen moving in the south portions of the migration path, and more recently had an altercation with the city of White Willow. Now, speaking of the Azalea Accord, they are a rather elusive bunch. Some people have had interactions with them in this very room, but as far as the federations go, they are probably the most secretive. Does anyone here know a city of the Azalea Accord? Celeste, your hand was up first.
Sif.
That is correct. Sylph. Sylph is also the city that heads the Azalea Accord. Does anyone know what the cultural significance of Sylph is? I'll go with you, Dickory.
It is known as a homeland, or the closest thing left to most races that were once inherently magical. Elves, fae, and so on.
Exactly correct. I myself, and many races who have a fae ancestry, consider Sylph to be the last remnants of what is left for those who are of our magical origin. There is no connection to the Feywild that exists in storybooks anymore. Sylph is the closest thing to that heritage. For that many reason, many Fey lineages from other cities will often do pilgrimages to Sylph, though they do have to have permission from the Sylph Council to do so. Does anyone know what the last federation is that has not yet been named? Someone that isn't Dickory? Ah, here we are. You should well know.
The Ash Union?
That is correct. The Ash Union, led by the ever-infamous Ashbourne. The city of progress by all means. The Ash Union is, by all accounts, a research organization and cooperative, and the cities under the Ash Union are mostly set for research. Though, as some people may tell you, the research done within the Ash Union is not quite the same restrictions upon it that research in, say, Runewald under the Maxim Agreement may have. The Ash Union sees progress as progress, no matter the means. There is one other classification of city that does not fall under any of these federations, and those are the free cities. Those very few cities that remain that have not, thus far, chosen to follow in one of the many federations that exist around the migration path. Does anyone know a free city they'd like to name? I see Axel, your hand's up.
I know, my city itself, Cloudwood is a free city along the outsides of the migration paths.
Indeed. And Rue, I saw your hand up as well.
Dento.
Dental indeed. And Bailey, your hand is high.
Douglas used to be Free City. I mean, now we're part of the ICC, but I thought it was important to know.
That is correct. But Douglas did used to be a free city. The city I mentioned before as well, White Willow, rather, is one of the more held to elusive free cities that also still holds its old allegiances. Now, amongst the federations, obviously, the Academy here considers its allegiance to be among the Maxim Agreement. But we have different relations with these other federations that need to be understood for each of you. At present, there is a formal agreement with the Maxim Agreement and the ICC for trade, as well as non-hostility. At present, there is a cohabitation agreement between the Maxim Agreement and the Azalea Accord, which allows for free immigration and, again, no hostility. The only two federations in which the Maxim Agreement do not have direct agreements with is the Ash Union and the Rhinen League. Now, the Ash Union has communicated with us on a number of occasions, and we have done trade, though in recent months there has been incidents, some fighting back and forth, that has caused strain. Whereas the Rhinen League, obviously, as was stated before, is generally seen amongst the migration path as a hostile force. Before we move on, are there any questions about the 5 federations and free cities that make up the small portion of the migration path that we call home? Not seeing any raised hands, so we'll move on to the next portion of this, something that may become a little more prevalent as we arrive in Reinhold. Who all here is aware of what the Reinhold Council is? Just show of hands, have you heard of it? Do you have any information about what it might be?
I've heard of it.
So. Many of you are from other cities, so it's understandable that you may not know the general makeup of the government of Reinhold.
People that sit at tables, I think.
But what you do need to know is that there are 5 seats on the council. They are elected positions chosen by the populace of each region of Reinhold. There's the north, south, east, and west, and central districts. Each of these council members typically have influence with an organization within Reinhold. For example, the Central District Councilwoman, who many of you may have seen, Councilwoman Saray. The Saray family is in charge of both the prison system and the central administration of the city.
We're getting
Additionally,
schooled, chat.
Councilwoman Saray has
So
been
much
a supporter
lore.
of the Academy in the past. Whereas in the East, Councilman Erdy is less so a supporter of the Academy and more so a supporter of the Engineer Corps. Councilman Erdy is also the operator of the Charity of the Lost, which some of you may have heard of. The organization that Reinhold puts forward to pay for the families of those who are lost in battle. Specifically, if any of you were to fall after becoming a full warden, the Charity of Loss would see that your families receive some compensation for your loss. Yes, Bailey.
If you die, but you don't have any, like, family members, can you pick somebody in the wardens to send your money to?
If you so choose, that is part of the final paperwork, naming a beneficiary.
Okay, cool.
There are 3 other council positions. The North, which is Councilman Alphen, which many of you may recognize to be my own last name. Councilman Alphen is in fact my younger cousin. The Alphens typically represent the Maxim Agreement's diplomats, and so they will pass policies for the diplomats of the northern region. The southern region is Councilwoman Blackburn, who is often known as a military woman, as she did serve as a general for many years, and generally supports the military of Reinhold. And the last councilman and the most recent appointee is Councilman Mars Carbello, who is as far as I can tell, son of a tailor.
Didn't he pay for our cookies?
Any questions in regards to the council and their makeup?
Cool. Hype pays for more cookies.
Absolutely.
Very good. All of this is a lot of information. I'll be providing a small refresher for yourselves when we arrive in Reinhold. A quick little notebook for you to review and see if you come across these in the future.
Ow.
The overall hope for Wardens is that we stay out of politics. But as has been mentioned to each of you, in the coming years, that may not be possible. And there may even be a time where warden-on-warden combat becomes feasible, if not likely. It is likely due to these politics that may be the case. However, I wish to prepare you all for the worst and hope for the best. The very last thing I will leave you with is that upon arriving to Reinhold, should you all pass your final, we will be greeted by the Reinhold Council, at least those who can attend, where we will also be having our choosing ceremony. The choosing ceremony is where each of you will receive your casting focus. So, that being said, you have just a few weeks to decide what your casting focus will be for the rest of your time as a warden. I think you should begin thinking on it, and think on it well. If there are no more questions, very well. Then class, please reform on the blacktop. We will begin our deliberation for general selection and final preparations for your final.
Yes.
Go ahead, after.
No big deal. No big deal.
No big deal.
I'm ready.
No big deal. Been doing well?
I'm sick,
I'm
but
going this
I'm
way.
better. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I hope you get well soon.
Thank you.
Professor.
Excuse me.
After all said and done on the blacktop, may I have a few moments of your time? There's a few questions I'd like to ask. Wonderful, thank you.
Of course. They're not late.
I don't know if I actually know where you were from, unless I missed it when we were talking
like
about
that.
it. You good?
Oh, bless her. By the way,
Oh, okay.
happened again.
Well, you're not too far from home, I'd say.
We can talk later.
What?
Oh, not a whole lot.
I don't know, I was talking out loud. I'm so glad I hummed. I was gonna start talking.
Greetings, Theodore.
I don't know. Greetings!
Good morning, Theo.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
That's all you can do.
Theo.
We're saying we should be wary of them because of that connection.
Hmm?
Pat, pat.
Hooray! First day
What?
here,
What
that's what I
was that for?
don't exactly forget that.
Good luck.
Not hard to believe. Second.
Individual with short green hair and a really long blade on his back. Nice clothes.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, just that people
That's what it was for.
join us. They're pretty cool.
I think it's here that one
Like
time,
the
then he
fact-
Well,
went back probably. Haven't
Good
seen him
luck.
since.
wanted this to be like a
Are
teachers
we
and
still all in
stuff.
like
I
two
see.
lines because we had 2 lines on the first day? Like, what if we made 3 lines?
You're shaking things up then.
Speaking
That would be an interesting idea
One
for a
step, I agree.
formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up
We
with
all
three?
bunch together. We're friendly.
Headbutt, 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 headbutt.
That reminds me, Zevi, can I talk to you after this whole thing? Someone wanted to ask you.
Right, candidates. Once your comrade has finished their laps, which you will all wait for, then your 10 minutes will begin.
Yes, sir.
Can we provide moral support?
You're welcome to.
Raise those knees! Faster!
Or down.
Yeah, that's better.
We're great at this, guys.
That was definitely supportive. I'm very proud of you, Bay.
I'm trying not to be.
Why isn't that supportive?
There we go.
There's always going to be a
Isaiah
counterweight,
Mark's
right?
over here canceling it out.
Inspiration is inspiration.
I wonder why she decides to stay out of line.
Build them up and then you bring them back down.
Rebellious.
I hope this is a supportive question. How do you run without ankles?
Headmaster?
Yes, Scout.
I don't get it.
Carefully.
Wait, what?
Join them, or could I join them?
I hope so. Good answer.
If you'd like, you can.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
I suppose you got like
They can be selectively locked for maintaining momentum. Running is no challenge under most circumstances.
I have to race you.
As long as it is not on very loose dirt.
We can do
If any others wish to join them in the laps, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, once they finish, we'll begin.
Would you like to run?
Let's race. You and me. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Understood.
Bailey,
Come
I
on.
think.
Can you time it? Can you like get who
No.
What is happening?
Please don't let this be a trend.
Bailey heard about, I guess, how effective they are at running. Wanted to see it in person, and as you can see,
No one else wants to join.
Oh, yeah.
he's eating the dust.
Good excuse for it.
Sorry I didn't jump in there.
That versus overall.
Wouldn't be fair.
You'd win. What do you mean? They're already two
Such
laps
confidence.
in. Can't win.
I'd join, but I'd rather.
I do not believe she understands how much weight my sister carries upon her at this moment.
Oh.
So last
Yeah,
Scout,
he's,
you can get back in line.
Oh, promotion.
Back to line.
I have won the race.
Back to line.
No one shot.
You don't have like muscles you have to warm up or anything.
Right, candidates.
That is correct.
You'll be given this space to discuss amongst yourselves for your general position. Once your general is selected, I expect to hear how they intend to form your group as a unit. You may speak to any of the instructors ahead of you for advice or questions you may have, including myself, but otherwise we will remain quiet while you deliberate. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Right-o.
Get to it, Theodore.
Did anyone disagree with Theodore?
Yeah, so does anybody disagree that Theodore
Well,
is
I want to hear a
decent?
speech. I want to hear the qualifications.
Well,
We
you'll hear
have
the
10
speech in a
minutes.
moment.
Please give us your resume right now.
Yeah, Felix. Yeah.
Well,
The resume starts with this.
During our run.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit, he came prepared. He's got my vote.
Actually,
Go ahead and explain what.
Right, so
I'm working on my.
this is a consolidation of all of our intel that we have on everything that we fought. This also includes all the candidate role lists, everything that from their preferred roles, their secondaries, and their races, their weaknesses, and all this kind of stuff. It's not quite complete. Some people still need to fill out some information, which I'll leave to the captains. Speaking of, on that note, all the keep squads, your captains will be maintained. That means Isaac, Sevi, Marcus, Dickety, and Felix, you will still remain captains for this final.
No, Avery, it's not. I'll suck it up just for you.
Come on, Marcus, you can do it.
Shut the fuck up, you're
Put your back into it. Group 1 gets it done.
Team 1, get it done.
There are some minor issues which I do think need to be addressed, but those can be solved with the captains. But besides that, is there any questions, any concerns?
On our first day, we were told to prioritize the survival of our battle buddies.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle around a little bit. The captains may stay the same.
Which is on.
But how they're composed should probably be shuffled a bit to help with that too.
Another discussion. It's one of the issues on the matter. Yes, Scout?
Probably should shout this. So me and some of the other engineers were going to put together a list of people's weapons and what needed repairs and stuff like that to prepare for the final. So if anyone needs that, just let us know and we'll help you out. Yeah.
Believe it or not, on this list as well as everyone's weapons. At least from what I've currently gathered. Still, some of them are missing, however. And also, additionally, everyone who is a medic, capable of maintenance, or a mechanic, let me know, and I'll add you to the list. It's important that every squad has. Well, it's important, you know? If there's a Warforged on the team, there needs to be a mechanic on it as well, you know?
He's been working on
I'm
this
glad
all
you
week.
got that. We are the medics for the Warforged, and I'm glad that you know that.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
We are in your care.
I want to join the class for medical.
Is there any doubt on who our general should be right now?
Yeah, I guess should we take
He just want to look back for that last chance.
Theodore,
Marcus, you wish to become Warden General?
You should be.
You know what, Uriel? Maybe you are the right person after all.
He's got the charisma.
Somebody get
His songs are quite inspiring.
Oh, I think.
He's quite good.
Organic,
medical, and mechanical then? Some sort of plan.
Uriel, you're a bannerman.
Alright, is there...
I won't let you down.
Good man.
Does he require a banner? Should we produce one?
I've already been working on one if you want mine.
Oh, I see. Real quick. I would assume it's up to them, but Rue, from my understanding, was the captain of Team 1, right?
Two.
Team 2. And they've been away for a while, but you should make the offer between them and Sevi. Which one of you wants to lead for your squad?
Both, yeah?
They're on probation.
Sevi? Rue?
Yeah, of course.
Raising the dump. I'm right next to you.
You're quite sure? I couldn't quite see it for a moment. Rue? Oh. No?
Just so that battle buddies are paired together.
All right.
Do you accept it? Sebi?
I do accept.
And my only thing is about what happens to me when I get under stress, so I would like to have a second. And if it is okay, I would like Hickory to be my second.
Okay.
Understood.
Teams may be shuffled up, so if you are paired with Bailey, you could suggest her as well.
I could also suggest me.
That is another thing as well, actually. Captains, do pick a second, please. Be helpful.
Are we shuffling the squads to prioritize battle buddies, though? That's gonna change.
I think it would be a good idea. Just to keep things safe, and especially if you want to prioritize battle buddies in general. It might be an idea, but I think that's for captains to discuss.
A lot to account for.
Hickory.
Who is yours?
Just saying that you and King are probably the best for the first season, since you both had it at step. But that's just
I'm not paying attention exactly.
King Steiner was my thought, but his priority may be Felix, with Felix damaged state.
There will be time, plenty of time, actually. Scouts! Quiet, quiet, quiet! Scouts.
Okay, I was just gonna say that maybe if you wanted to have us shuffled, you should make a list and post it in the dorms so that we can all see and that we all on the same page.
It will be.
Next week.
The plan is this will be distributed during the week, somewhere early, once the captains have all had a meet and we've all discussed it together. Well done, Scout.
Yeah, we have an unbalanced question, though. Is there anything else serious-wise that we need to, or is this, I think, everything?
I think the only thing you need to do is let the professors know that you're the general, and we go from there.
Perhaps
I believe so. Any deliberation? Further questions?
Yes. Useful.
They are open for questions.
They made the offer.
May well.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone else wants it. Or something else.
Actually, I believe they may be
so quiet to be a leader. Set to do what he's doing right now. The level of organization.
How do you say no to that?
Very stressful.
I'm also just worried about
There's... I believe I should ask what the former, if it is identical to the earlier layers.
The earlier layers were not identical to one another.
You kind of wrote down everything that needed to be done, like production-wise and
There are similar components, but the length I believe has gone longer based on documentation, more complex.
Yes, you also need somebody who can make sure your exosuit doesn't lock up.
That's also Milo, that's also why it's good at
He's educated. As long as we keep everybody from Team 1 like before, but if we're shuffling around, things will change. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Leadership is his ambition.
Indeed.
We will work with whatever.
It is best to embrace it then.
Even if we are not together.
If he has found his purpose and he is proficient at it, there's no reason to restrict him.
I'm telling you, Team 1, get it done. You guys will be fine.
I thought that leadership is as much trying to should as it makes this world. So I try to stay positive.
When he came with a
I'm looking at your team.
Well said, Milo.
I think we should be fine.
Weren't you the only one who's like
I would have been more surprised if someone had.
Yeah,
Shooting each other thing.
I had the same thought.
Well, I mean,
Leadership should be shown.
like a little pom-tom, so we know. You're easy to say because your ears. And we should get him one too.
Oh yeah, that's not working.
But
He has ears.
perhaps that is why he had asked Uriel to be a bannerman. To hold a symbol of...
It's stay near the general and whatnot, so everyone knows where they are.
When we finish, I'm gonna have to make a cookie.
I think I have to finish.
Since we are like
Seven, you're gonna take my jacket too?
not people, it would be a sound decision to make it clear
If you
for
want
us
me
to see our warden general. Otherwise, there could be concerns.
I think it's typically in the books.
Because that's way better part of a squad game.
It doesn't matter if the enemy knows where the general is, because they have to get to them still.
Then I just to be the captain to all of you, and give you a competent second in the event that I turn again.
The enemy to know.
Though I hope to not turn until the end, like last time.
Yeah, it's pretty good not to, you know, risk the risk.
Hello, Kissy! We so good to see you! How you doing, sweetie? How was your time at the meat rack? Did you have fun, dear?
Can open.
It suits you.
It'll be okay, honey.
No, ties feel like there's
And if you have any questions or concerns, you can always talk to me as your captain.
Depends. I mean, I have a lot
Okay.
Second. You can
just worried people are going to
I believe that it's a permitted adjustment.
run and they'll become a problem again.
That's why we plan around it. Make sure that does not happen again. Okay?
It is unwise for people to hold grudges on a past event.
Especially when our whole core is to work together.
Anyway,
I think it is fine as long as you do not take it and
My
throw it on the
second will more
ground
than
or
likely
anything.
be Hickory, but if I have my battle buddy, it'll be Bailey, okay?
Scarlett?
Yes. That would be a bad idea if others were to see it.
Yes.
You mentioned you made like a solution for like the acidic stuff.
Yes, I had made a salve comprised of several different elements to
If
allow
you do want to be on our team, though, you don't
to
have
work with muscles and skin. It helps relieve pain as well as start healing.
Only if you want to. You don't have to.
How many can you
Really well with Team 3.
can you make within a week by chance?
I've currently already been making over
Imagine the people most.
Hmm.
I feel like the people most likely to be shuffled around are those with medical
Well
or
prepared.
mechanical knowledge, so
I try to
every
be.
team has.
I want to ensure that everyone has the proper amount of care that they need for this final
Besides, it doesn't matter what team you're on. I'm always gonna have your
I might be sticking to the same role as before from the keep, which is support.
Love to hear it.
You think so?
We will see.
Negotiation or I can always drop someone out of danger if need be.
Ends up going with Dickory, would you like to be my second?
I will work with whoever.
Just out of curiosity, I have a question.
Keep an eye out for you.
There is a chance that I might
Do you
transform.
think that there should be a
To my
head of
understanding, I
support or a
transform
head
due
of
to
like
stress.
different like
In the event
support?
that I do, I need
Head
a
of support, head of
Self-seeking ideals so that you can have your
head of
play more
different categories.
I promise you
Make
when
sure
I
everyone's
transform,
on the same
I won't attack you or any of our enemies except for the monsters.
Personally, not sure about that. Might be a question for Dio.
That's fine.
But
Even if you did, I would.
at that point, it might be muddling,
That angle.
could muddle the communications potentially.
That's
We
true.
gotta like
the wrong spot.
sit down and have like a girl date.
Repairing
Have a chat.
I will.
The more complexity, try to make it to more
Yes, the repairs absolutely.
easier it is to for that line of communication to break down easily.
That is true.
I know it's probably really. I don't have flesh, so it doesn't matter if
But
you
anyways,
suspicious.
I'm going to see what else I can make. I know I'm going to be working on the salves this coming
I think
week.
what's red and what's yellow.
Yes, that was my own fault.
Get you like steak or something.
We killed it.
That sounds good.
And I am
If you need any help, I can try to help. I might be a little bit slow if it's a little bit fine tuned. Yeah.
Sounds like everyone is getting
A little bit slow if it's like more on the smaller side, because you know.
I was told that someone was very
But
cautious and moved very
I'll try to help.
slowly because of that. But we have agreed that this is our chance to make up for that.
If anything, I might need your hand in bringing it from
Yes.
because you can hold a lot.
We'll do.
Other than Hickory? Hickory was
Right,
our
and we can always
workforce
talk
that
to
was
Reginald
with
about
us.
potential supplies as well.
Has made it very clear.
It depends on if Hickory will stay with us or not.
What we did.
Hmm.
I suppose we were genuine. Or no, he made it a very
I
big
shall
point to
be
me.
willing to act as your second. If I am brought with Dickory, then I will make sure that you're still safe either way.
I do not mind you going with Dickory. I know how much you both care about one another and were worried when you two were apart. So I wish to be with you during your time in
Please reform into formation.
Another charm.
Okay, where are the lines actually at?
That's fine. I trust you. You
Yes, I'll go on the side.
Yeah, that's good
Yes,
enough.
a line is formed. We are very good at assembling lines.
Yeah, neither did I.